Hello, welcome back. This is Braemar. I just started going crazy and building stuff over here. I don't know why. Uh, we got this giant central market already going up and a central church. We're starting tanneries. We're just going to start building out houses here. We'll make this entire dockside area. We started building dockside area on this. We'll be expanding out this way once some of this stuff kind of gets built. Mining operations are holding good. We need more herbs. I don't really know why they weren't building stuff for a long period of time. I think they were just reshuffling people around as I was readjusting jobs up here. They kind of migrate. They'll take who like wants to work in a position, and I think they kind of like choose their mate, and then they move into these homes. But like these people are popping off childs too. Look how many childs they have. We're also going to need to build a big cemetery. Now I'm thinking about it out this way. We're going to be cracking into this land. We want to start at least laying out the foundation. We're building up the supporting area. Like I said, this will be our kind of like launching pad slash industrial area. I don't know if they'll ever make enough trees to make this area look pretty again. It's just going to be like a dead zone of areas and trees. But the rest of this place is looking pretty schwanky. Everything else is holding out pretty good. Obviously, the nicest part of this area is Riverside. I wish we had more. Uh, but nothing has changed too much aside from the addition of a couple more farms. I did start building some interesting stuff out here. There's this smuggler's dock, which I know I have enough gilder and components for. And there was also this fording post, which I also wanted to check out. We're going to build this kind of stuff over here to kind of build, you know, the Native American camp this way. Uh, that is probably what we're going to lay the majority of the groundwork this time coming around once we get the north figured out. The north has not been doing bad though, if I do say so myself. Man, they really should have gotten this stuff up out of the ground. I told them to harvest it early. Yes. Man, we're running out of general laborers as well. I put a lot of people on these docks. Now, they're not really close by. They're probably living very far away. But as you can see, they're currently pulling me in a ton of food. As these houses go up, though, people will have places to live. I don't know where they're pulling all this tin from. I'm amazed I have it. I actually scheduled a couple more tin mines, so they'll have that available to them. If anything happens over here with production, like I've already kind of noticed our tools have leveled off once we added more homes, uh, I'll probably up this production over here. I know I had to rebuild one of my mines, which kind of made me sad. Not over here on the other side, but that's the times they are changing. We are going to see the mining operations flip full force from one side to the other. It won't happen for here for a long time, but I'm already kind of figuring like we'll run this out and then we'll start over here. So we do have mines available to us for a very, very, very long time. Uh, whose job? What do you got? Oh, you're a miner. I'm actually leaving this one person to tell me when the mines are done. So when this question mark goes away, meaning they'll open up one of the other mines whenever the builders are done building it. Currently have a ton of people working, 100 farmers. I think we have 100 miners too, something like that. 95 miners. Sailors are starting to get up there though. I really like the sailing industry here. Got 100 dock workers, and we technically need more. Man, that's bananas. And we still have 156 jobs that are needed. Nice. I mean, that's good. That means we have, peak performance. As long as these numbers hold out. We've been trading off pearls. We pull up a lot of pearls, which actually led me to the belief that these shore homes or these tidal pools needed to be worked like crazy because they bring up mussels and a bunch of other different stuff. But the biggest thing they bring up are pearls. So yeah, I've been trading off thousands of pearls. It's probably what's been keeping our food supply up. Once another trader kind of comes in, I'll show you. But as long as we're making food production on the next level, not just raw food production, that's kind of what I wanted to make sure I had going on. Now, honey, I just don't have another honey patch other than the one in the south. I just wanted to start growing it to make sure I have enough. I actually have the candle maker making candles out of tallow, which we get from bison. Little much has happened with this area. Touching base again, mainly because we laid out the southern area. We are having like a builder problem. We don't have enough general laborers or enough builders to sustain this population. Everyone is on production. It's kind of crazy. I think with some houses that'll be built out here, the production might get a little bit better. Oh, what do you got? Okay, 3,000 feathers. That's fine. Probably actually trade 3,800. Right. What do you got for me? Apricots. Try to always get something that you need. Like we know we're making parsnip snoot soup. Uh, and we know we like bison meat. Simple things like that. Maybe the rest in mushroom. Oh, you only have 100 mushroom? That's hilarious. We'll take all your mutton. And we're basically just going shopping here. All right. And that's a ton of food for feathers. So that little injection will help our people. Our industries started failing here for a little bit. Wine stopped making because rice stopped producing. I'm kind of surprised, man. I keep dropping so many rice fields, and I don't think these things slack. Yeah, I think they make like 1,000 rice, a year, which is pretty good. I mean, it's just like a farm. You can look at each one of these as like an individual small farm because even these guys, you should be harvesting. You should be harvesting. Sorry about your pumpkin time. I know it's late summer. I know they're supposed to bloom up. Pumpkin may be a bad idea. Because we know, yeah, see how it's blowing up here in autumn? That's how it's supposed to work, right? But it might just be a little too touchy for how harvesting goes around here. They always have a hard time getting it up out of the ground. Yeah, food is barely holding. Now, I want to go ahead and create flour production down here. What I was thinking with the Native American area is making nothing but wheat fields and tobacco fields. I see his pumpkins tucked in here. We're switching you back to wheat. Chilies sound cool, maybe just for some diversification of food over here. Um, I might bump this actual field out just a little bit. But yeah, that is the game plan with this general area, is making tons of food. Right. Hello. Just 1, 2. Thank you, thank you. We'll also tighten up a little bit of a road here. We've been making sandstone roads out here. Just because it's kind of natural because with the grounds. But yeah, we got a ton of tents, traders, wingmans, longhouses, the curing barn for the tobacco, just different things built up out here. Creek Bridge. We're also gonna have some small, just like scavenger water operations, just so they're, diversification of food over here. We're still waiting on these two things to get built. Like I said, we have all the materials. We're actually just waiting for the building to occur, which we will slap on a couple of extra people. I didn't turn this barn back on, did I? No, I need to because I kind of want to start milk operations way up here. As you come into town, I want to have a couple, just milking barns. So you can see the red barns with the farm thing over here, just so you can know that you're kind of getting into like town. This is sort of gaudy industrial. Hello? No. So you were going to pull me up straight 10. I actually think I only want one of you being worked right now. Perfect. Yeah, you're going to need furnace fuel. So one of you guys are going to have to go grab it. That probably means we should have a furnace fuel like barn. Oh man, these things only hold 1,000 log and they're that big. That might not be good. Might tear this other guy down because these were just log storage. I mean, having 1,000 log around is not a bad thing, but where's our lumber production? Here we go. You're making me lumber from hardwood. I'll take that. I really can't complain, actually. Everything's going pretty smooth. Even though the numbers jump around quite a bit, everything's been sitting in equilibrium. Yeah, we're waiting for the teaching house up here to be upgraded. I went ahead and dropped a one room sort of like school teacher, and then I went ahead and upgraded it to a farmer's college. So that'll get built ASAP. Seems like they're prioritizing the church, which is fine. I probably should have stopped them from working both of these because I really only needed the one. And who knows when we'll get domesticated animals. So these areas are kind of on hold. As long as these operations just kind of work themselves. Oh, they're finishing these things up too. That'll be nice. Once these operations kind of work themselves and balance themselves out, we can kind of push up into like 1,500 people. I mean, we're pretty close. Then, once we reach some sort of balance, we might be able to lay out more foundation further north. But I think that little launch pad there will do what I need it to do until we can build up domesticated animals and build up a massive. I want to make wheat out here. I want to make bread. We'll have the Native American camps make us bread and tobacco. I think that's a fantastic idea. And then we'll have our sea traders here. We won't build out these massive docks out here because it kind of looks gaudy. We're gonna try to make this kind of like low key over here. This is kind of the chill area. Then boom, this is like farm production heaven. I actually thought about extending these docks out even further, but the way that they're working right off of the shoreline and they're still getting their basic resources, I mean, they're eating seafood. This guy's eating mutton. That fire bundler's been doing work for me, by the way. He's been taking sugarcane. The other guy I got on sugarcane and I got off herbs because we couldn't seem to keep the medicine stocked was he's now on sugarcane. So I'm wondering how our levels are going. But if you need spirits made, man, sugarcane and herbs with glassware, fantastic. We're still sitting high on glassware. What did I even want to check? This is our top materials right now. Feathers we're looking at trading off. Cotton we're just constantly making things out of. We may actually pull back our clay a little bit. I saw that we had issue with sand. The places that needed, yeah, glass actually weren't getting the glass or getting the sand. Places that need to make sand were not getting the glass, which is an issue because the glass is used for building suppliers and the glassware clearly being used for spirits. Sugarcane. Oh my gosh. So sugarcane's still sitting at 4,000. That's what I wanted to look at. Not very good. It's actually down. It was about 10,000 with just these two fields over here. I mean, I got four people working on sugar houses. I got a fire bundler on sugarcane, and I have this distillery cooking me alcohol from sugar, and I'm still sitting nice on there. We do have this area that we just opened up. I was gonna make something small here. What can we squirrel away in here? What about making something like another distillery? Yeah? Oh, can I sneak it in? You know what? I wasn't really planning on it, but I think we should make another distillery. Yeah, for sure. That sounds good. Maybe we'll make like a lean-to thing, or we'll just turn this into a square. I'll probably put some decoration stuff through there and through here, and turn this into a little nice area to look at because it's literally slammed. Like if you look here with like the cow fields, this stuff is like super slammed in here. These guys are working nonstop, pulling me up blueberries, taking those blueberries right to the tinnery, and making me tin blueberries, which is fantastic because they like quadruple their production. I saw some raw values when I was looking up information on like how stuff is made. So when you grow like I don't know, what is it supposed to be like eight? These things produce like eight things of milk like per like work tile, and like this thing produces like 18 or something flour per work tile, and then you take those two and you combine like the flour work into the mill, and then you get the product here, and then you go to the bakery and you take both the milk and the flour product, you make bread, and that actually gives you, I think, like 40 times what you put into it. So you're taking basically 26 raw resources. using like, a handful of people to produce that, like 4 or 5 people, because you got to have farmers, you got to have people doing the milling process to get the flour, and then you have to have bakers, and then there's like an extra person in there for transportation. But that all nets you um, a lot of food. It at least doubles your food production when you have it going pretty hard because they'll just constantly be making food. So that is the idea. Same thing with the tinneries. Now, the tin mines are kind of a pain in the butt just having mine workers down there. They get killed all the time. But these things make a ton of food as well. Like 216 tin. I wonder what the input of it is. I guarantee you it's nothing. I guarantee you we have a ton of apples sitting around. I need to build a inventory house out here so I can just click it instead of coming into here every single time. So if we go by name, oh, we're sitting on 0 apples. Man, we eat a ton of apples if that's the case, because there's like 6 or 7 apple farms out here. But that's the situation of the town. They'll be building up the Native American place. They'll be building up these dockside areas. I want to fill in this dockside here. I want to kind of flush out this dock area over here. This northern side, I want to kind of like, plop stuff down here. And then we're leaving this for mining. We will probably call upon it soon, but this is all left for mining operations. So the north side is almost completely locked in. Probably just needs a little bit more work. I did not decide what I wanted to do here. All I've done is add a pork farm. I kind of want to line this with also resource making. This will be our tree farm area, but everything's going pretty smooth. We're full up on all this stuff. I will say, like, the schoolhouse is very bad. Build the one room schoolroom and just upgrade it into a farmer's college. If I would have known that, this schoolhouse holds like nothing. But those are the things you learn. I actually might tear it down. If it wasn't full of students, I'd probably rebuild it. And also jobs. We have way too many jobs that are needing to be completed. Let's just look right now. My builders are responsible for 238 jobs, 237 jobs. Yikes. Ah, that's okay. They'll figure it out. We do want to get a preservist and a salt maker up here, though. I think that's what this is, salting house. Yeah, I actually think I want to drop another salting house, which will pull up salt out of the water here. That's kind of why I left this little area a little naked. I didn't really think that the tree farmers would come this far out with their planting. I mean, they did come out pretty far, but we will make up salt production and other food production, and I'm hoping we can take something like seal meat, whale meat, or lobster and slap it in like a curing house or a salting house or something like that. Oh no, was keel hauled for mutiny. Dude, keel hauling is pretty bad. I don't want to keel haul anybody. Well, if you have any suggestions, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good day.